Look at this mess.
Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on to your sports. Seems like we were just starting training camp. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Hurts. There's Chris Olave. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially.
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with the bandit.
On second down and 4, Mayfield. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He didn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Play fake. Mayfield. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. Touchdown. Chris Godwin. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are on the board first here this afternoon. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the
you supposed to go for that answer, bro. I'd have went for that shit.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Well, these two teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep.
They run it again with Kamara. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
41 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
They go play action with Hurts. Pass complete. Finds Thomas going across the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Throwing is Hurts.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going up top. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
And he's got room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they've played pretty well in this one. Both sides played at optimal level.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Well, there was a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Hurts to throw. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Chris Godwin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Hurts dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Mobility is not going to pick the ball, quarterback.
It's grounded.
And there with the pressure coming, that made that extra tough. Hurts sets up to throw it. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. A A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
One thing you have to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air. I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts. He is going to find Hill here. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. From the gun, it's Hurts. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they got a little management play coming in to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They'll run it with Kamara, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Saints get a bit closer. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 29, Mayfield. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Mayfield off the play fake. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Mayfield.
Here's White. They set up the screen.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores.
That's bullshit.
Shot to start the drive, but it's incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
They approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one. Maybe that was a touchdown. Incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Troy Prime, and the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration.
Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor, and the Saints are going to
Good defense, bro.
near the 40. And Charles, that's not 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement.
Fucking sack.
He's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
From the end zone, it's Freddie Swain. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
109 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with White. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield dumps it off to Fournette. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Mayfield on play action. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Mayfield to throw it. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cade Otton, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Hurts. And that is
is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Up the gut, Fournette. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw here into the hands of Moore. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 35. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play fake. Mayfield. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far, and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, you know, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 134 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his first rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not a very good return at all as he won't even get this back to the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And this will wind up a Saints first down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they've got to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. And we'll pick up a couple of losing with the 3rd and 4.
Oftentimes we play some offense that they're behind and being able to hit people with the run in the past. But in this game, I know what we're seeing from the safeties. They're all over the field. They don't know if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU most valuable. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs come up with a
Good game, bro. No glitch.
matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. That was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They didn't score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Tampa Bay,